SMT Nation, we are back. Nation, this story is absolutely crazy. Imagine a merger between Comcast and Charter, the two biggest cable operators in the entire country. I mean, they're both so far-reaching, it would create a mega company. The consolidation, enormous. And how about a T-Mobile and Charter merger? That's what's kind of being talked about within the industry with all these analysts and experts. All right, let's talk about it here in today's video. I'll be sure to link the article from David Bloom over at Forbes.com. That link will be in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share our videos. Subscribe if it's your first time here. And turn on the bell notifications icon to never miss an upload from the SMT. All right, so I want to start this off by saying this entire discussion about mergers is really only a topic of discussion because of the incoming presidential administration, which is going to view, or I should say be viewed as being merger and acquisition friendly. And it doesn't mean that there's going to be all these mergers and acquisitions. It just means it's going to be, I guess, more accepting of it. And, you know, deals can be made, negotiations and concessions can be completed, and these things can absolutely happen. And companies are going to be more bold to go ahead and give it the go, right? So let's take a look at Charter, a huge cable operator. I don't know who has a bigger footprint, if it's Charter with Xfinity or excuse me, Charter with Spectrum or Comcast and Xfinity. But Comcast or T-Mobile, right? Who's more likely? I just want to say this. There's just absolutely no way a regulator would allow this to happen. That is absurd. The amount of detriment it would cause to the competitive market would be insane. It would be the worst thing to ever happen in any telco transaction. You guys can let me know if you agree or disagree with that statement. Maybe you've seen something worse. I don't know. I mean, AT&T has done a lot of crazy shit in the day, so I don't know. But I just want to throw that out there. I mean, I'm opposing it. I can tell you that from a personal standpoint, I do not want to see Comcast buying Charter. To me, that is absurd. I would move heaven and earth to prevent that from happening. All right, that is just not good for customers at all. No version of that. Now, the other piece to this would be, how about T-Mobile? Analysts, market experts believe that it would be time-consuming. This is a quote. Time-consuming and complicated, but still depending on how it's structured, could be possible because of the wireless and wireline piece. Wow. I mean, that is not saying it's a guarantee. That's not saying it's like a foregone conclusion, but that sure does make it seem like there's a plausible outcome that could happen. T-Mobile just buying everything, right? They're buying MetroNet, they're buying Lumos. I mean, the U.S. Cellular, right? A bulk of their assets and customers and towers and all this other stuff. Trump 2.0 is opening the door to a lot of this type of speculation because that's going to be the vibe for the next 4 years. And these companies that want to make mergers and acquisitions happen, they're going to move during these 4 years. If they're going to do something, they're making their positional moves now. And actually, they've probably already been kind of sorting through some things, trying to raise capital to pull these things off, if indeed they want to do it. I ask you, what is more likely? Charter Spectrum being purchased by Comcast Xfinity or T-Mobile? Which one do you think is more likely, if any? Maybe you don't think either of them is likely. I don't think either of them is likely. I don't want to see either of these things happen. The worst outcomes for customers if this was to happen. Do you like the way that T-Mobile moves, guys? Since 2020, since they acquired Sprint, imagine them doing what they did with Sprint to a company like Charter with wireline. Just let that sink in. And two cable companies together, I mean, if you thought the evil villain was bad, X2, right? This is crazy talk. Let me know what you guys think. Drop me a line. Your comments are welcome. I'm excited to read all of them. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.